gentlemen, live in the Iloilo Grand Ballroom of the Courtyard by Marriott Iloilo, this is the Indian Business Roadshow. Here's your host, Kevin and Parim. Hello and good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for giving your time of day to spend here. You've invested your time, your effort, even your wonderful outfits for this event. Thank you. We appreciate your attendance, sir. Sir, please, let's join the stage.
No, thank you so much. Welcome everyone to the Indian Business Forum. We'll spend the next couple of hours getting to know each other and getting to know about Indian businesses and about Iloilo and also about how we can work together. So thank you for being here. Over to you, Kevin, to kickstart the ceremony.
All right, let's kickstart the ceremony by an introductory message from our very own president of the PCCI. May I call on Sir Fulbert Wu to the stage.
Mayong hapon, sa inyo tanan. Good afternoon, everybody. And I'm very overwhelmed with all of the participants today. And let's all welcome our Indian guest. Let's give them a big round of applause, please. They are here to make friends, to make business, and to make Iloilo grow. Let's give them a big round of applause. Before I start the short message, I'd like to recognize our beloved Mayor, Mayor Jerry Pitrenes, our beloved Governor, Governor Toto Defensor, the Vice Mayor of Santa Barbara, Vice Mayor Isabelo Aquino, Vice Mayor of Tigbawan, Vice Mayor Lujen Orteliano, the President of ILED, headed by Iloilo Local Economic Development Foundation, headed by Engineer Dennis Rigonco. The Vice Chairman of PCCI, Vice Chairman Igo Felix Chu. The Regional Governor of PCCI who handles Western Visayas, Attorney Jobert Peña Florida. Our Honorable, or His Excellency, Ambassador of India to the Philippines, Shambhu S. Kumaran, and Councilor Nishinka Singh, Councilor of Economy and Commerce. I just have to make sure that I read it right. And my future partner, the President of Iloilo Business Forum, not Iloilo Business Forum, India Business Forum, Mr. Dilip Iwar. I'd like also to acknowledge the representative of the Mayor of San Miguel, good friend Rospo Gariseta, over there. Head of the agencies, future friends, partners of PCCI, mayong hapon sa inyo tanan. The past 3 years has intangibly brought out the best in the Ilonggo business community. We moved together, we innovated together, and now we are truly recovering together. As we continue to thrive and traverse the road to making sure that no one is left behind. No businessman, no Ilonggos is left behind. This is one of the role why PCCI Iloilo is actively connecting all the MSMEs all over the community of Iloilo to have the opportunity that comes to communicate with us. We are thankful that India Embassy, headed by Ambassador here, beloved Ambassador Shambhu Kumaran, and with his assistant, Mr. Singh, who brought the India Business Roadshow to Iloilo. Kaantaman sa kaplakan niyo po. A chance for us to connect with India. If we're going to understand the importance and the impact of the trade shows and business roadshows, we need to examine as well why we have to connect as well with India. With India and Iloilo or Philippines, we have two common things that I learned with my friends over here. The demography, the situation of human personality in the Philippines. And number two is the democracy, the democratic way of doing things in our country and in India. Those are the things that are common between the two cultures, the India and the Philippines. Let us give ourselves a chance to explore both culture and traditions as we move to more business with the Ilonggos and the Indians, or the Indian citizens, with opportunities to grow. Let us study the opportunities in each of the presenters later today, and please don't get to miss out all the presenters because all of the topics are very important to the growth of Iloilo. Let us study and make sure that we welcome them to Iloilo. Madaming salamat sa Ilo Tanan. Let's give Iloilo a chance to live with Iloilo and have a good business with them. Madaming salamat.
Thank you so much, Sir Fulbert Wu. We've heard the representative of Iloilo through the PCCI speak for us. Now let's see the other side of the eye. Let's hear someone from India. Let's talk with Sir Dilip Tiwari, the president of the IBF. Here you go, sir.
Governor of the Defense, Mayor Jerry Renas, Honorable Ambassador of India to the Philippines, Mr. Shambhu S. Kumaran, PCCI Iloilo President Mr. Fulbert, members of PCCI Iloilo, members of my friends from India Business Forum, good afternoon, Malindan Hapon. I am glad today to lead a robust delegation of businessmen from the India under the banner of India Business Forum, which is comprises of 70 members, ranging from IT, BPO, pharmaceutical, healthcare, agriculture, engineering, FMCG, and various other sectors. Iloilo over the period of years has grown with leaps and bounds, of course under the leadership of our Honorable Mayor. And we have all seen that how Iloilo had transformed from 10 years where we can compare the other cities versus Iloilo, and it has provided a very good and healthy environment, especially in terms of cleanliness we discussed yesterday, to all the business houses. And that's also the reason that why most of the IT BPO company has preferred to have their operations in Iloilo. Iloilo also is home to several universities. That's also led because there is no lackness of the manpower in the Iloilo city. And that's the reason that people prefer to invest more in Iloilo. Iloilo is centrally located today in the heart of the Philippines, and that also provides an access equally from the Mindanao as well as to the Luzon area. And I am sure the businessmen or the business houses that we carry under the banner of India Business Forum are more interested to somehow invest more in Iloilo because of the centrally located position. In India Business Forum, today we are all will see further how Indian Business House is eager to contribute and what they are having in their arsenals to present, where I'm sure the businessman present here from the Iloilo or other Visayas region will be quite interested. I'm also very glad that today India Business Forum will be signing a memorandum of understanding with the Iloilo Chamber of Commerce here, PCCI under the PCCI, and that will be like a marriage between the two chambers, which I say become like a husband and wife. Now we have to take care of each other's, where the Iloilo Chamber of Commerce will support the business house of India Business Forum in Iloilo, and equally India Business Forum will also support all the business house in case if they're willing to do business even in India. So India Business Forum, that's a main ethos, that how we support the businessman from the Philippines. If they want to do business in India, we are here to support with help of our embassy. So that will be, I think, a very signing or a very historic movement between the two chambers by signing this MOU. I'm sure we all are waiting for that what our business house are having in their arsenals. They are going to present, as I mentioned, ranging from IT, BPO, pharma, healthcare, and agriculture. Let's hear from them without wasting any further time, I hope they will be having more things to present over here. Thank you, thanks a lot, and maraming maraming salamat po. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. Yes, we will hear a lot from our Indian friends. But now let's have our welcoming remarks from Honorable Arthur Defensor Jr.
His Excellency Shambu Kumaran, Mayor Jerry Trenyas, PCCI Regional Governor Jobert Peñafuriga, and PCCI President here in Iloilo, Mr. Fulbert Wu, and Island Chairman Terence Udongko, and the President for the India Business Forum, Mr. Dilip Tiwari, and the rest of the members of the mission, with His Excellency, and the rest of the business community of India, and likewise the business community of India. Maayong hapon sa inyong tanan. India and your business roadshow is more than welcome here in the province of Iloilo. We are very thankful for your visit. Very thankful because for us, especially together with Mayor Jerry Trenyas and the PCCI and the rest of the business sector, this is an affirmation that what we have been doing of ensuring that the city and the province of Iloilo becomes a community or an environment that is conducive to the business that you want to migrate from India to the Philippines or here in the province and the city. Our job here as the government, together with Mayor Jerry Trenyas, is to provide the fundamentals. Here in the Philippines, like in India, we have democracy and we have free enterprise. Business mainly is driven by the private sector, and that is all. Our job is to provide the fundamentals and to create an environment that is friendly to the needs of business. We are very thankful that we don't have to invite you ourselves. We are very thankful to PCCI and to the India Business Forum for the interface, because we want you here and we have been looking for you. As I said last night, there is a sea of potential between India and the Philippines and the city and the province of Iloilo. To your business sector, we are ready to present Iloilo in the fundamental areas of water, electricity, internet connectivity, and road connectivity, so that we can give you an idea of what we have here, basically for your business. So again, His Excellency and the India business community and our Iloilo business community, congratulations for this forum, and we look forward to further our collaboration. Thank you and good afternoon.
Thank you for the wonderful words, Honorable Arthur Defensor Jr. Now we will have welcoming words from the father of this city. May I call on Mayor Jerry P. Trenyas to the stage.
His Excellency Shambu Kumaran, Ambassador of India to the Philippines. Plakpakan na natin. Honorable Governor, Arthur Defensor of Iloilo Province. Mr. Dilip Tiwari, the President of the India Business Forum. in the Philippines. President of the PCCI, Engineer Fulbert Wu, Engineer Terence Oybonco of Island and Iloilo Business Club, the little governor of Iloilo, Governor Joe Bird, Kenya Florida, who has been a very active partner of Iloilo City for the past several years. Members of the India Business Forum, the Iloilo businessmen, friends, ladies and gentlemen. Iloilo City has consistently embraced progress and innovation, and today we have the privilege of joining hands with our Indian counterparts, a nation known for its rich history and remarkable achievements in various industries. Together, we aim to strengthen our ties and explore new avenues of growth. I have always been interested in Indian culture and history. I've read about Mahatma Gandhi and everything, and the struggle of India against the British, which is similar, almost similar to the struggle of the Filipinos against the Spaniards. We have so much in common. Agribusiness, information technology, business process management, irrigation, engineering are sectors where both India and the Philippines and Iloilo have made significant strides. Our shared expertise and experiences provide a solid foundation for partnership, collaboration, and knowledge exchange. We can learn from each other and work with each other through successes and challenges that we will be facing, thereby enhancing the growth potential of all the sectors in our respective regions. I would like to express my gratitude to the Indian Ambassador and the Indian Business Forum for your presence here today. Lakpakan natin sila. They took a time out from their usual busy schedule to come here and see if there are areas where we can work together and come up with some partnership for the mutual benefit of our businesses. Let this India Business Roadshow be a catalyst for meaningful collaboration, an avenue for sharing knowledge and expertise, and a platform for forging enduring partnership. Once again, a warm Ilonggo welcome to each and everyone.
Thank you so much. Thank you all for the great comments. Mir, thank you. So, the next person I have the honor of introducing and talking a little bit about, he joined the Indian Foreign Services in 1995, and diplomatic assignments abroad, postings in Frankfurt, Berlin, and also extensive experience in relationship management with the United Kingdom, Germany, and Spain, and also various Commonwealth countries. He has also been the Director, Joint Secretary and Joint Secretary Eurasia and the MEA. And during 2000-2019, he was in deputation on the Ministry of Defense. So extensive experience he brings along with himself, as post being the Ambassador of India to the Kingdom of Morocco in 2019-2020. Mr. Shambhu Kumaran came to Philippines to lead us and represent India. I'd like to welcome Mr. Shambhu Kumaran to come here, Honorable, and say a few words about it.
Namaste and
Mayang hapon to everyone. Honorable Mayor, Terry Prentice, Iloilo City, one of the tallest political leaders in the Philippines. Honorable Arthur Toto Defensor Jr., Governor of Iloilo Provincial Government, again a person with extensive political experience. Thank you both very much for gracing our roadshow today. Your presence represents the desire and the will which has driven Iloilo and the province and the city to a trajectory of higher growth and gives us this opportunity and optimism for engagement. I'd also like to thank Governor Prince of Florida and Engineer Fulbert Wu of PCCI, our partners for this event. And let me also use this occasion to welcome each one of the Filipino businesses that are here, because your presence is what makes this event very meaningful for us. Mr. Dilip Tiwari, President of the India Business Forum, and the members of the India Business Delegation, a very warm welcome to all of you as well. And also all the other members of local government, other key office bearers, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed a great pleasure for me to deliver this keynote at this, which is the 5th of a series of business roadshows that we've been holding across the Philippines. We had events in Baguio, in Davao, Cagayan de Oro, and in Lawag. And let me just say that it's a particular delight that this is the first such roadshow in the Visayas. And we did choose Iloilo City for its dynamic political leadership, but also for the growth potential and the dynamism of its businesses. So we are very, very optimistic that this engagement will bear fruit. And some of you may have read in the papers, India is officially now the largest country in the world in terms of population. We are now the 5th largest economy, and very, very optimistic to become the 3rd largest economy in the world within this decade. India has also emerged as a world leader in technology, especially in digital technologies, and in particular in innovative use of digital technologies to improve governance and delivery of public services. Like the Philippines, as was mentioned, we have accomplished all of this in a democratic framework. And as was again mentioned, we, like the Philippines, are a very young country. And therefore, this demographic and democratic dividend is something that will power our economies into the future. We in India look at the Philippines with an extraordinary degree of optimism. And as part of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Act East policy, we would really like to deepen our engagement with the Philippines, located in the center of the new global architecture of the Indo-Pacific. You represent a gateway for us in many ways to ASEAN, and because of the nature of our qualities and the similar values that we share, one of the critical elements that comes out of COVID, as we look at the recovery from COVID, is that trust and reliability in partnerships has become very important. Democracies can trust democracies. Democracies can trust that other democracies will work in a manner that is responsible, that will increase stability in our respective regions, and will contribute to development in a mutually beneficial and balanced manner. This is not about increasing benefit in a single dimension, but increasing the mutuality of benefits. And I think that is where the fundamental value proposition for a new phase of the India-Philippines relationship rests. And let me say also that our relationship has been showing extraordinary dynamism. I have been fortunate enough to be posted as the ambassador of India to the Philippines for the past 3 years. And I can tell you, despite the pandemic, these have been extraordinarily fast and progressive years for the India-Philippines relationship. Our countries collaborate on practically every sector of the economy. Our political dialogue is very intense and regular. We are having a growing defense and security cooperation. We engage more and more on development cooperation, as I was mentioning to the press yesterday. We just signed an agreement that will allow us to support through Indian funds small development projects in the Philippines. And we're actively discussing with the Department of Transportation, the Department of Finance, the possibility of a large Indian infrastructure project through an Indian soft loan to the Philippines. We are on the verge of signing a new memorandum of understanding to set up an MOU, a joint working group on financial technology that can bring the path-breaking innovations in digital payments and digital settlements that have made India and the digital public infrastructure of India a talking point worldwide. This value proposition from India is what we would like to present to you today through these 30 plus Indian businesses representing, as you can see behind me, multiple sectors ranging from IT, BPM to healthcare to renewable energy, agriculture, startups and technology companies. We have all of them here. Let me encourage all of you from Iloilo businesses to kindly engage with all of these companies in the areas of interest that you have. And I can assure you from the experience that we have from the other road shows, one of the critical elements that we in this marketplace of engagement we lack is awareness and knowledge of each other. And I think that through these events, we create a bridge that connects the oceans of opportunity that lie in front of us. And I encourage each of you to be bold, to be optimistic, and to keep in mind that we are reliable and trustworthy partners in India. And in fact, some of the Indian companies are already very active in the Philippines. Our IT BPM companies started, we're very proud to say, the tradition of taking the industry out of Metro Manila to the regions. And many of our companies, I have a representative from, let's say, Wipro, which is the largest employer in the Western Visayas in Cebu, the largest BPO. I have other companies here who have started, HGS and Mr. Mishra, who started the process of engagement with Iloilo. I think we now have a legacy of a positive history. We see our two economies as being very fast growing. In fact, there's a competition now to be the fastest growing economy in the world between India and the Philippines. We are neck to neck. And I wish both India and the Philippines all the best to become number one. And this growth is possible because our people are driving this process. This is a very important element to keep in mind. Despite the very uncertain international environment, why are India and the Philippines growing faster than other countries? It's because we are not really export-driven economies, but consumption-driven ones. And that is why the growth opportunities and the growth engines are very strong in both our economies. And this is, I think, a key rationale for both our countries to talk to each other and explore great opportunities in business terms. I'd also like to mention one additionality that we have for this business roadshow, which is the first, which is presence of the Indian Women in Enterprise, an innovative Indian organization that is seeking to bridge through their knowledge and expertise Indian professionals, especially women professionals, to guide and mentor MSMEs, women-led MSMEs. And when they came to me saying, "Oh, you go to Iloilo, I think we should come with you." I said, "Yes, you should come with us." And then they said, "We are very happy to note that Iloilo is one of the largest representations of women-led MSMEs in the Philippines." And they are going to be engaging tomorrow with about 26 of these companies. And I think this will be an extraordinarily positive opportunity for all the women entrepreneurs in the Philippines, and in particular in Iloilo, to look at this as a pathway to learn about how to scale up their businesses how to access greater finance, technology, and markets. So I wish that event is tomorrow morning, and I do hope that that will receive the attention that it deserves. This is a special edition for this year's this edition of the Business Roadshow. I'd like to conclude by once again thanking all of those who've been supporting, Mayor, Governor, the PCCI, and each one of you who've taken the time out despite the difficult weather outside. The presence of such a large and full house, we started, I think initially, my very able councillor, Mr. Nishikant Singh said, sir, we should get about 50 to 70. But I'm happy to inform you that we've hit doubled that number, about 150 participants, and this is very, very reassuring. Thank you very much for being here. Please engage, please ask questions, and please forge rewarding partnerships for the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, His Excellency. Now, the major part of this event is talking about the different businesses that Iloilo and India will be having. We'll have a short talk for each of those industries later in a while. But for now, can we have a moment to have our mayor, our governor to be on stage for a quick photo opportunity? This is a rare moment where Iloilo and India can be together. Let's take a photo op real quick.
Thank you so much, everyone, and thank you all the dignitaries for gracing us with this presence and having that photo opportunity. Kevin, great idea. All great words. His Excellency Shambhu Kumaran, your views on how we've come together and what we need to do going forward, and the commitment from Mayor Jerry and Governor Arthur towards the growth of IBF, Indian Business Federation, and also the Indian Women Enterprise. It'll be fantastic to see what happens going forward, and I'm sure we'll all grow together. With that, we'd like to kick off the session around presentation from the Iloilo Provincial Government and the City Government and the Department of Tourism. A few words on how we can work together and what we can do. I'd like to welcome Ms. Aulin Yusin. She's Development Managing Officer of Local Economic and Investment Promotion Center. Welcome.
Good afternoon, His Excellency Shambhu Kumaran, Mr. Dilip Tiwari, the India Business Community, the Iloilo Business Community, Mayor Jerry Treñas. Allow us to showcase you to an 8-minute journey to the province of Iloilo, led by our Governor Arthur Toto Defensor Jr.
Center of the Philippine Archipelago and is nicknamed the Heart of the Philippines. Its geographical placement in the middle of the country. The province sets its eyes as a premier destination for investments in agriculture, tourism, and services by building on its fundamentals for investing in the 4 basic sectors that are substantial for the development of the province, namely road networks, power and energy, water, and telecommunications. The Iloilo provincial government is set to achieve its vision anchored to its recovery agenda, coined the movement for a robust, progressive, globally competitive, and resilient province of Iloilo. To realize its vision, the Iloilo provincial government is committed to provide equitable distribution of resources and opportunities through good governance. Our goals are to increase investments and employment opportunities, to attain food security, to provide accessible health and social services, to protect and manage the resources and assets of the province, to provide effective, efficient, and transparent government administrative services, and to maintain order and promote public safety. With good governance as our standard, we wield its direction to maximize agricultural production by creating a value chain for agricultural products and in the process, generate employment and business for the province's agricultural tourism industry. We develop growth areas that shall serve as investment centers for the information and communication technology and light industries, and in the process, generate employment and business for the province's service and manufacturing sectors, so that we can create a strong middle class in the province who shall be financially capacitated clients and customers of the province's service industry and commercial establishments. The province has a total land area of 466,342 hectares. It has 5 congressional districts with 42 municipalities and 1 component city. The total population of the province, as reported by the Philippine Statistics Authority, is 2,051,899. Moreover, we want to develop our growth areas that will be home to developments like light industries through economic drivers in agriculture, services, and tourism. The province of Iloilo has 4 circumferential roads that enhance connectivity within the municipalities of the province. The circumferential road number 1 traverses Iloilo City and the municipality of Butuan. Circumferential road number 2 traverses the municipalities of Butuan, Sandiak, Santa Barbara, and Leganes. Circumferential road number 3 traverses the municipalities of Butuan, San Miguel, Santa Barbara, and Zaraga. And circumferential road number 4 traverses the municipalities of Tigbawan, Leon, Alimujan, Maasin, Cabanatuan, Lucena, Pototan, and Dumangas. Other road development projects connecting the province to the region include the proposed elevated Iloilo-Capiz-Aklan Expressway and the Panay-Guimaras-Negros Bridge. The province's international airport in Cabanatuan is one of the busiest major airports of the country that serves as a jump-off point to the different provinces in Panay Island, accommodating daily flights from Manila to Cebu. There are several seaports strategically located in the province that can cater both passengers and cargo. One major port of entry outside the city is the Dumangas Port. Other seaports are located in the northern municipalities of Iloilo, Ahoy, and Estancia. The province has several major power generators using coal and diesel, generating a total of 683 megawatts of power being transmitted to the National Grid Corporation. The grid line capacity of 69 kilovolts and 138 kilovolts in the province serves as our power transmission backbone for our power distribution facilities. These power distribution facilities can provide a total of 285 megavolt amperes that can fill industry and residential requirements of the province. And the franchise areas of these 3 distribution facilities covers the entire province of Iloilo. Our water sources include our major rivers and creeks that traverses the entire province. One of our potable water production facilities can deliver at most 20 million liters in 24 hours and can be distributed at most of 527.17 liters per second in the municipalities of Maasin, Cabatuan, Santa Barbara, Pavia, Leganes, Odon, and San Miguel going to the city of Iloilo. There are currently 35 water districts providing for the rest of the municipalities of the province. Aside from providing water for irrigation, the Halao River Multipurpose Dam 2 can provide an additional potable water source of 86,000 cubic meters per day upon its completion in 2025. Telecommunications infrastructure is now integral to daily life, business, and government purposes, and the province sees the importance to connect to the rest of the world by engaging major players in the industry. Fiber optic connections are available in most of the municipalities with the three major players like Globe, PLDT, and Converge Philippines. Aside from fiber optics and wired connections, the province has strong wireless connectivity of 4G and 5G spread across the municipalities. Iloilo is a center of education and instruction in Region 6, and it is the home of the best schools and universities in the Philippines, like University of the Philippines Visayas, West Visayas State University, Iloilo State University of Science and Technology, Iloilo State University of Fisheries Science and Technology, Northern Iloilo State University, New Lucena Polytechnic College, Pasig Trade School, Leon National College of Agriculture, and Purificacion Dolar Monfort College, with a basic literacy rate of 93.8%. The labor force participation rate is 63%. With these fundamental sectors in place, we invite you to take up with us. Take up with Iloilo, your premier investment destination.
We hope you enjoyed our short journey review to the province of Iloilo. Thank you and maayong hapon.
That was really knowledgeable, Nicole. I think we all know more about Iloilo now than we ever knew. Thank you. I did come here about 7 years ago once, and what I see now to what we had seen then is absolutely amazing. So thank you, the leaders of the city. It's fantastic. Can we now hear from Ms. Velma? She leads the Local Economic Development Investment Promotion Board. Please, welcome.
Thank you very much. His Excellency Shambu Kumaran, good afternoon. Our Governor Arthur Defensor Jr., our City Mayor, Mayor Jerry Treñas, and to our PCCI officers, to ILED officers, and to all the business organizations of Iloilo, and of course to our Indian partners who are here this afternoon. Welcome to Iloilo City. Can we give a hand to everyone? So good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Before I start, I just want to mention that I had the chance to have a 2-month scholarship in India under the iTech training in Hyderabad. So I was able to stay in the communities of India and enjoyed my time there. And it was on women's economic empowerment. Okay, so once again, good afternoon. Allow me to give you a snapshot of the economy of Iloilo, comparing it with historical data so we can appreciate how Iloilo has become a dynamic, vibrant, and livable economy. So I will give you a quick look at Iloilo City. Please indulge me because I know after this you will know Iloilo City better and you will invest more if you see the figures and the presentation. So let me give you a quick look of Iloilo City, show you why you should invest in Iloilo, what are the investment opportunities in the city, and the ongoing and in the pipeline projects. So as His Excellency has said, Iloilo City is found at the heart of the Philippines. It is a first-class, highly urbanized city in Western Visayas, and we are located in the southern coastal part of Panay Island. We are clustered into 7 districts with 180 barangays, And we have a total population of about 500,000, but during the daytime, we are 700,000 population. And then let's take a look at the economic performance of Western Visayas. On screen, Western Visayas recorded the highest economic growth rate among all regions at 9.3%, exceeding the national average of 7.2%, with Iloilo City leading that growth. The region's gross regional domestic product for 2022 surpassed the pre-pandemic figures. From the 9.3 gross domestic product, services contributed a huge chunk, and also followed by industry. However, agriculture and forestry and fishing decelerated at negative 0.4%. Across all major industries, the main drivers of growth, take note, transportation and storage, wholesale and retail, and construction. While the province is the source of food, mineral resources, and the sites of settlements and tourist spots, Iloilo City is the center of trade, commerce, services, education, culture, arts, and innovation. And we have opportunities in these areas. The cost of living in doing business in Iloilo is lower. The cost of living is about 25% lower in Manila. Indices such as consumer prices in rent, restaurants, and groceries show significant cost advantages in Iloilo. 21% cost advantage on the minimum wage, 10 to 30% lower cost on the cost of food in supermarkets and restaurants, 40 to 60% lower on rental cost of apartments, and about 2 to 3 times lower on the cost of real estate compared to Manila. So why Iloilo? Why choose Iloilo for your investments? We have the Iloilo International Airport, which is the gateway to various destinations in the Philippines. On the screen, you will see the numerous flights from various places to Iloilo, and we are hoping to resume the international flights soon. Related to that, here are the annual passenger traffic, aircraft, and cargo movements. Iloilo International Airport, which is ranked the 5th busiest airport in the country. During the pandemic, airport operations were greatly affected. However, in 2022, there was a significant surge in passenger traffic of 3.4 million and cargo traffic of 4.2 million. The international port of Iloilo is being expanded to accommodate international shipping lines. We have also the Iloilo Fast Craft Terminal, catering to passengers from Iloilo City to Bacolod City and vice versa. There was someone who was asking about this last night. Iloilo River Wharf for cargoes going to Guimaras Island. Fort San Pedro Terminal handles our passengers, cargo, and shipment. And the graph shows that both imports and exports are steadily growing in Iloilo. The top 3 commodities are gas, coal, and cement, and for import. And for export, it's coal in bulk, cut foliage, and herbal teas. The improved road network made it easier to navigate around the city. The Benigno Aquino Avenue or Diversion Road consists of an 8-lane highway, a 2-lane service road, and a dedicated bike lane. Our coastal, radial, and circumferential roads provide good alternative routes for commuters and cargo, and they ensure easy access within Iloilo City and the province. They open new doors for the economic activities along these highways. With the implementation of the public transport route plan, the transport groups are switching now to public vehicles into modernized jeepneys, making sure that public transportation is available 24/7, which is very important for our BPOs. A coal-fired power plant with a gross capacity of 314 megawatts is being operated by Panay Energy Development Corp. And we have 135 megawatts from the PAM Concepcion Power Corporation. Power is distributed by More Power, and right now, underground wiring is currently being set up in the downtown area. Potable water is presently provided by the Metro Pacific Iloilo Water District, and in the next few years, Iloilo will have more water than it needs upon the completion of the Halaor Multipurpose Project in Calino. Right now, as of March 2023, overall physical accomplishment of this project is at 64.5%. And as the previous video was shown, it says that skilled workers and professionals are very much available here because we have 26 colleges and universities in Iloilo City, and we churn out, the city only about 15,000 graduates, plus the province, I think we have more than 25,000. We have the Iloilo City Economic Triangle, where you can locate your new businesses. Most of the BPO companies are located here. We have more than 100 IT BPM companies with around 39,000 full-time employees. At the request of the mayor, the PEZA office, national office, provided a full-time staff to assist the BPOs with their registration and other PEZA-related needs. He is in our office, the legislative office of the city, and you can come to him for your PEZA needs. And we also have signed a memorandum of agreement with the Board of Investment to assist you in case you need those registration. We have 3 investment incentives, namely the Iloilo City Economic Recovery Incentives of 2021. I will not elaborate on that. Just come to us, we will explain to you. The revised revenue code of Iloilo City on ad valorem tax for buildings. And we have the Iloilo City investment incentives for specific areas of development if you build or develop along circumferential, radial, and coastal roads of the city. And aside from the City Hall, we have now offset payment centers to make your payments easier at the Festive Mall, Mega World, SM City, and Atrium, and Merrimart Mall. So your businesses, businessmen can transact with the city government safer and more conveniently. The increasing trend of business registrations each year indicates that the city's businesses are growing and flourishing. Online payment transactions are available, allowing businesses and individuals to pay their taxes and other government fees online at any time from any location. We have 12 government and private hospitals in Iloilo City with more than 2,000 bed capacities. And we are promoting Iloilo City to be a medical tourism hub for cardiovascular, cancer, and other specialized procedures such as in vitro fertilization, stem cell regenerative medicine, and specialized eye care procedures. We are very fortunate to have very good schools in the medical field with graduates topping licensure exams. And Iloilo City healthcare facilities were also established. So we have the Uswag Molecular Lab, which is a gold standard in RT-PCR testing, Uswag Dialysis Centers, and modular hospitals. And for a quick action response in times of emergencies and disasters, we have 7 eye care satellite centers and 1 command center. So it houses the City Disaster Office, Public Safety and Transportation Office, as well as the Police and Bureau of Fire. Iloilo City is also positioned as the MICE Center. MICE meaning meetings, incentives, conferences, and exhibitions destination. We have an icon here of 2,500 seating capacity. And Iloilo is dotted with historical churches and heritage building. The iconic Iloilo River Esplanade stretches for more than 9 kilometers along the Iloilo River. As part of the Green Metro program, we have mangroves propagated along the river, and you can find big fishes being fished along the Iloilo River. We have green tunnels, we have Garden of Love, and this is something that we can be proud of. Iloilo City was awarded as the Iloilo City by the President himself last year at the Malacanang Palace for iBike, a program promoting the development of bike culture in Iloilo City. We have Koi Pan at the Paz Plaza. We have murals and public art that can be found all throughout the city. All these are possible with the strong and visionary leadership of our mayor. And he said, if there's one thing I learned about governance and leadership, it is that I alone cannot do everything. But together with everyone in the community, everyone in the city, we can do a lot of things. Now, for the investment opportunities, we have an opportunity on reclamation projects to be developed as a new industrial center or commercial area for the city. And we are still encouraging more investments in BPO and IT buildings. And there is a need for healthcare facilities with specialized medical procedures. Investments in pharmaceutical manufacturing are also welcome. We have the Center for National Drug Discovery and Development at the University of San Agustin. That is a start. We have investment opportunities for recreation-related investments such as amusement parks. And we need logistics service providers. We need electric vehicles and charging stations. We need development of sources of water for the city. We need septage management projects. The Iloilo City Bus Rapid Transit is also offered by Iloilo City for public-private partnership. And we have emerging sectors on innovation-related projects. AI Cancer Center, and investments in technology. Now, what are the ongoing and in the pipeline projects? I'm on the last part of my presentation. The Iloilo City Hospital with 100-bed capacity is in the pipeline. It's being constructed now. The Usmag Residential Complex at San Isidro is now accepting applications. The mayor is envisioning to have about 10,000 new housing units in the city of Iloilo. The 7-story multipurpose legislative building behind the City Hall is also about to be finished. It will be the office of the Vice Mayor and the councilors. And there is ongoing rehabilitation of plaza, parks, and historical landmarks. On the screen, you can see the rehabilitated Haro Plaza, Plaza Libertad, Molo Plaza, the Sunburst Park, and the ongoing construction and rehabilitation of La Paz Plaza. The construction of the new Sunset Boulevard, you can also see that there. Rehabilitation and improvements of 2 major public markets with SM Prime Holdings, the Iloilo City Terminal Public Market, and the Iloilo Central Public Market, and the other district markets are also being simultaneously renovated. We are also looking forward to the Panay-Guimaras Negros Link Bridge. The Korea Export-Import Bank will finance the project and will commence the detailed engineering and design stage in July this year. These awards and recognitions are manifestation that Iloilo City is committed and passionate about providing services to its citizens and stakeholders. Through strong visionary leadership, good governance, and strong public-private partnership and collaboration. All of these have made Iloilo City a dynamic, vibrant, and livable city, an icon for sustainable development, not just in the Philippines, but internationally. We have a lot to share, but I will end here. And I will end by saying, invest in Iloilo now. We are ready for your investments. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Valna. It was quite informative. Is it possible, Ms. Valna, if you could share the presentation with IBF and we could circulate it further? Really appreciate it. Thank you. With that, could I quickly welcome Mr. Ray, Senior Executive Assistant, Department of Tourism, to come here and say a few words to us. Mr. Ray? Oh, there you go.
His Excellency Shambhu Kumaran, Ambassador of India to the Philippines, Mayor Jerry P. Treñas, Governor Defensor, our friends from PCCI Iloilo, our friends from India Business Forum, our fellow Ilonggos. I am Ray Tabafunda from the Department of Tourism, speaking on behalf of our dear Director, Prisma Rodriguez. This afternoon, I am honored to present to you our efforts in tourism industry and our projects together with our private sector and local government units. So this afternoon I will be taking you around Iloilo City and Province, and of course around our region, Region 6, which is Western Visayas. We are just getting the presentation ready on the screen, but if you are familiar with the Philippine geography, right now we are in Western Visayas, part of the bigger Visayas group of islands in the Philippines. So Western Visayas is divided into 6 provinces and 2 highly urbanized cities.
We seem to be having a technical glitch. We've got a lot of representatives from the IT industry. Can someone fix it?
Thank you so much, sir.
We're trying our best.
While we try to fix our technical difficulties, can I ask someone from our audience any questions of how they find Iloilo so far? How about you, sir? How can you state your name and how do you find Iloilo so far?
Thank you for the question. Pushkar Mishra here from Hinduja. we're the first people to set up a large call center here. So I've been here for 12 years, and the experience has been absolutely fantastic. So I'm the next speaker after this. I'll share more.
Yes, I'm excited to hear more about your companies and what we can do to increase your business here, sir, Mr. Michelle. Okay, how about from the women entrepreneurs? May I hear from Ms. Shah?
Hi everyone, my name is Sharon Baswani. I'm from the Indian Women in Enterprise. And well, Iloilo has been very positive so far with the presentations that we've heard, and also the stats that we came across, with it being the #1 place for MSMEs. So I'm very excited for the growth of MSMEs here.
Yes, the growth of MSMEs is what we all want to see, growing an economy through these connections. Two eyes, Iloilo and India. And here's Sir Ray with his presentation.
There you go, I solved the problem. But anyway, as I have earlier mentioned, I will be presenting to you the regional tourism situation of Western Visayas, together with the provinces and city of Iloilo. So, Western Visayas, as I have said earlier, is one of the regions in the Philippines. And we are located in the western part of the Visayas, and we are composed of the 6 provinces of Aklan, Antique, Capiz, Guimaras, Iloilo, and Negros Occidental. And of course, the 2 highly urbanized cities of Iloilo City and Bacolod City. So we are, next slide please. In Western Visayas, we have 6 key or major airports. As earlier mentioned, Iloilo International Airport is the 5th busiest airport in the Philippines. On the 4th on the list of busiest airports is the Godofredo P. Ramos Airport, which is in Caticlan, or the gateway to Boracay. 8th busiest is the Bacolod Silay Airport. Of course, we also have the Calibo International Airport, 14th busiest. And as well, we have airports in Rojas, Capiz, and in San Jose, Antique. In Western Visayas, we have tourism products that are already existing and you can already do around and as tourists. So in Antique, we have mostly nature-based, sun and beach, adventure, culture and heritage. In Boracay Island, if you have heard of it, it boasts of sun and beach and MICE events as well. In central Iloilo, we have existing farm tours. In Iloilo City, we have, of course, culinary, cultural, and we are also promoting MICE, or the meetings, incentives, conferences, and exhibitions in Iloilo. Southern Iloilo, if you have time, you can go to as far as San Joaquin and Miagao, where a UNESCO World Heritage Site is the church. We have culture and heritage, of course, the island province of Guimaras. We boast their sun and beach and farm tourism. Northern Iloilo has very nice beaches. They have sun and beach, nature-based tourism, and adventure tourism. The province of Capiz, we have agri-farm, culture-based pilgrimage, and ecotourism. On the other side of Panay, the Negros Island and Bacolod City, they have culinary, cultural, MICE, and dining tourism as well. We are proud to show you the 2022 Western Visayas tourist arrivals. In the province of Aklan, where Boracay is, our key tourism destination, not just in the region, but in the whole Philippines, they received 41% of the 4,282,519 tourists. That 41% translates to 1.7 million tourists who arrived and visited Aklan, and most of them went to Boracay. And we'd like to congratulate Iloilo City for taking the second for getting 18% of that pie, which translates to 752,301 tourists who visited last year. To give you an idea of how our tourism industry have grown over the years, this is a comparative data from 1996 up to last year, where we have steadily made our tourism industry grow except for the few times in 2018 when Boracay was closed for 6 months, and of course when pandemic hit for 2 years. And we are happy to share that compared to 2021 data, our tourism growth is 266% compared 2021 and 2022. Next slide. We are sharing with you the 2019 to 2022 top foreign markets. I'm showing you this because unfortunately India is not part of the top 10. But in the next slide, we are happy to tell everyone that India is already on the top 10 tourist arrivals in our region. And also, as already mentioned by our presenters earlier, Western Visayas is the country's fastest growing economy in 2022. Next slide, please. That growth is 9.3%, and we are happy from the Department of Tourism because 47% of that growth was from accommodation and tourism sector. So as my presentation this afternoon, we have already mentioned our tourism portfolio. So in Western Visayas, we have farm, cruise and nautical, culinary, cultural, diving, marine sports, ecotourism, educational, leisure and entertainment, MICE, nature-based, pilgrimage, and sun and beach. So we are going to go around the region one by one as we introduce to you each of our 6 provinces and 2 highly urbanized cities, starting off with Aklan. On the screen is a very nice beach. This is Sinugtan Beach in Buanga. Of course, we have the Atihan Festival in Calibo, Aklan, one of our major festivals here in the region and in the Philippines as well. Of course, ecotourism is one of our key tourism products, one of which is the Calibo Bakawan Eco Park in Calibo, Aklan. This is again in Aklan, the Hinugtan Beach. They have really nice beaches. This is still part of the mainland. If you are going to Aklan, it will take you around 6 hours traveling by land. And of course, we have the world-famous Boracay Island, where they have really nice beaches, and we are also advocating for biking and sustainable tourism on the island. Of course, they have really nice and multi-awarded spas in the island. This is, of course, Antique. We're showing you the Tibia River on the background. Antique is also known for their ecotourism sites. This one is an island, Maririson Island in Antique. Of course, the famous Kawa hot bath in Antique, in Tibia Antique, where you are going to be cooked alive. So this photo shows how it is done. In Antique as well, we have one of the Philippines' cleanest inland river. This is the Pugang River in Pandan, Antique. Another province is the province of Capiz, which are known for their ecotourism sites as well as their indigenous peoples and cultural tourism. The next slide shows the heritage zone of Rojas City in Capiz and their river as well. The Santa Monica Church in Panay, Capiz, where the biggest church bell in the Philippines is, and some say that it is the biggest in Asia. Of course, Capiz is also known for their seafoods. And the next province will be Guimaras, just around 10-minute boat ride from Iloilo. They have celebrated the Manggahan Festival or the Mango Festival a few weeks back. The next slide shows their they claim as the sweetest mango in the Philippines. And in the world, they also have sustainable, renewable energy source, which has become a tourism site as well. The San Lorenzo Wind Farm, and they have a lot of island destinations. This one is a Tacloban Island Natural Marine Reserve in Guimaras. And of course, we have Iloilo Province. Iloilo Province is also known for their nice beaches, island destinations, and cultural destinations. So in Iloilo, we have the only golf course in In Panay Island, we have the Iloilo Golf and Country Club in Santa Barbara, Iloilo, the oldest golf course in the Philippines. We have a white sand beaches. On the slide is a sandbar in Concepcion, Iloilo. A very interesting leisure and pilgrimage site, the Green Farm Pilgrimage and Leisure Site in San Joaquin, Iloilo. The Santo Tomas de Villanueva Church, this is a UNESCO Heritage Listed Church. And of course, again, the golf course, but we have Iloilo City. So in the photo is bak choy, the famous bak choy. I hope you have already tried bak choy. The Iloilo River Esplanade, which has become a famous tourist attraction in Iloilo City as well. The Iloilo Convention Center, as I have said earlier, we are promoting Iloilo City as a nice destination. So Iloilo Convention Center is one of those that where conventions are being held. Of course, you might have already heard or have seen the Nagyang Festival in Iloilo City. And we have here in the photo is one of the several heritage houses that are open to tourists in Iloilo, the Nelly Garden in Haro. And the next slides will show about the Negros Occidental Province and Bacolod City. So in photo is the ruins in Talisay City, another heritage house in Negros Occidental in Silay, specifically the Balay Negrense, and very interesting church in Victoria's Milling Company, the Church of Antichrist. And around the region, we boast of very nice dive destinations. And one of these dive destinations is the city of Sipalay in Negros Occidental. Bacolod City is known for their Mascara Festival, which is held in October every year. This is their Bacolod City Government Center. This is their plaza. And the next slides, we are going to show you the tourism circuits that are new in Western Visayas. Let me just go with them one by one. The Sugar Heritage Trail, the Fun Farms program, the Slow Food Travel Project, and the Western Visayas Dive Circuit. We also have collaboration with other regions of the Visayas, the Boracay Biking Tour, the Boracay Food Crawl, and the Boracay Wellness Vacation. And let me take this opportunity to invite all of you to come. In the very first time, we are organizing the Central Philippine Tourism Expo in Iloilo City in June 16 to 18. So we hope to see you there.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ray. That was really, really wonderful and really appreciate informative. I know we got to do a time check. We're running behind schedule a little bit, but we'll try to cover up as much as we can in the short time that we have. The next segment is from the Indian Business Federation and the various folks that are here to talk about their organizations. So quickly, can I request Mr. Pushkar Mishra to kickstart our event today and talking about the IT BPM industry. He's been amongst the first people to invest in the Iloilo segment from the IT BPM side. So thank you, sir. Sir, I'm really sorry, I'm going to be cutting you short. Apologies for that.
No problem at all, and I know that there are a lot of speakers after me, so but I'm happy that I'm starting with this process. I came to Iloilo in 2009, and having been attracted to the city by the talent, and I wanted to explore the possibility of setting up a BPO, which we ended up doing in 2010 to 2011. And I am very happy to see this gathering here today, because this is a culmination of years and years of effort. And now the BPO industry has been recognized and is one of the highest generators of the employment in the city. So I'm very happy to be here. I'm from Fimbula, Global Solutions. We started the healthcare process here in Iloilo, which I still refer to as the city of love. And though we divided the operation later on between healthcare and non-healthcare, and the healthcare piece is not part of stability. And but I think the combined employment generation from what started in 2010 is now reached an astounding figure of 4,500 jobs, and this has the potential to grow to at least 10,000 jobs. So that is the kind of the project that we have started way back in 2010. I also want to take a moment to actually thank, I was just having a one-on-one with the mayor, and I had met with the governor and the mayor when I first came here. I think, the kind of support and the kind of cooperation we got from the city government and from the province government was actually the key to how we succeeded. And when I first came here, I can relate a couple of stories that firstly about some infrastructure. So when we came here, there were no proper BPO buildings. There were these malls basically which may or may not be suitable. And the Iloilo government helped me to talk to the Ayalas and who ultimately in collaboration with us set up the first BPO techno hub in the city, which is the Ayala Techno Hub, where we are located. I think that was the first instance of the collaboration. Second was the power scenario. The power scenario in the city at that time was undergoing sort of evolution, so to speak. So there was this coal-fired project which was being set up, and that was expedited. And as a result, we had stable power. I think that again, thanks to the mayor and the governor, that coal-fired project was put into place, and which led to the power situation became much more better. And the recent story when there was a transition from the PECO to the more power, I think at that time we had a problem that the transition from PECO to more power was not going that smoothly. And that time, Mayor Penas, he called the reps of both the power companies and made sure that the transition is good and there's no problem that we locators would face. I think so. Those are the kind of support. And last but not the least, in the pandemic, the entire safety and security of the employees, the way that the vaccination drive took place here, which resulted in our continuity of service and making sure that we continued the service to our clients was made possible by the city administration. So once again, heartfelt thank you and gratitude to the mayor, to the governor of Iloilo, and we are looking forward to the creation of thousands and thousands of jobs more in Iloilo. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Sir. Really appreciate your candid talk about Iloilo and your journey here. Mr. Asim Roy, the country head for Wipro Philippines.
Good afternoon, Madam Rapan. It's a pleasure to be here in your city. His Excellency Ambassador Kumaran, Governor Arthur, Mayor Jerry, thank you so much for having us here. PCSCI President Sue, it's a pleasure to be there in your city, and we look forward to a very engaging partnership. So a bit on Wipro. We are a purpose-driven technology services, consulting, business process firm with over 270,000 employees globally in 67 countries, helping our customers, communities, and the planet, thrive in a digital world. That's what we stand for. Talking of purpose, 67% of Wipro's economic wealth is irrevocably connected to philanthropic initiatives. That means for every 100% that we earn, 67% goes to philanthropic initiative, and it cannot be changed. Closer to home, in Philippines, we are the largest Indian headquartered company today. We are the pioneers of the regional first or provincial model. When 2007-8, when everybody was going to Manila or Makati to set up BPO operations, Wipro opted to come to Visayas and to Cebu. We set up our operations in Cebu, and today we are the largest private employer in Cebu, possibly among the largest private employers in the Visayas. So we have a strong belief in the regional story. We today boast of multiple awards and recognitions for our effort in ensuring a sustainable economic growth in the provincial side. Between Cebu and Manila, we have 6 centers, 3 big centers in Cebu and Manila also have 3 centers. Something that we are extremely proud of, the huge localization of workforce, the very fact that we hire almost 50% of our workforce through just employee branding and employee referral, means the employees have huge belief in our capabilities. We have proven capabilities in AI, computing, cloud, artificial intelligence, engineering as one of the key leaders in that domain. We have over 50 global customers. We do represent 2 provincial cities, and at the same time we also ensure that we are on the board of directors for CIPO, which is a IT BPM organization for CIPO, and we do have a seat as the board member for IBPAP, which is the country's leading IT BPO organization, representing and promoting countryside development and infrastructure. That's one of my portfolios that I'm extremely proud of. A few of the engagements that we have worked on is work from home model, hybrid model, enabling partnership NGOs, being founding member of IBF, ensuring that we do stay at the top of the league. We ensure that we are more or less part of one of the top employers as per Quebec and the BIA. Our initiatives that include strong foundation on philanthropy. We are investing over $80,000. In this year, we have done it on primary education, higher education, disaster relief, and diversity. And finally, these awards that kind of symbolize the proof of pudding and the work that we have been doing. We have been consistently awarded as the best company outside the Manila NCR by the ICP Award. And in our next journey, which really stands at this point of time, proven credentials in what we call provincial model. We stay committed to grow our presence in Visayas. We are looking for our second home. And something that comes to my mind is that Iloilo, whether it's city or province, kind of gets a tick mark on all major factors, whether it's cost, whether it's talent, whether it's infrastructure, and business environment led by our Honorable Mayor and the Governor and the BCCI. So from that perspective, what I feel, Iloilo is the place to go. And thank you so much for hosting us here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Really appreciate it. Mr. Jaydeep Pradhan, SVP and Global Head for EXL.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Jaydeep Pradhan, and I represent EXL Service. If you can have the presentation, I'll quickly tell you a little bit about what EXL does globally and what we're doing in the Philippines. So let me start off while the presentation is coming on. The purpose that we have in EXL is essentially to look at what our clients are doing and help take their business forward. Go to the next slide, and that tells you what we actually do. The one before this. Sorry, next. So we started in 1999 and we've grown to about 45,000 people across the world. We have 10,500 of them in the Philippines. We're listed in the NASDAQ. It's Indian promoters, but headquartered in the US. One of the most successful companies when it comes to the stock price. Our stock price has grown 4 times since the pandemic. And the reason why it's grown the way it has is what will be explained in the next few slides. If you go to the next slide, the whole purpose of us being in business is that we will always find a better way for our clients and we will deliver it consistently. Now, for us, data is the foundation of everything that we do. And the services that we offer are basically digital services, which is digital operations. Go back to the previous slide, please. Digital operations, then we do analytics, and finally we do digital solutions. And basically using all these 3, we make sure that we give insights in the client's business and we help grow that as fast as we can. What are our domains that we are experts in? It's essentially insurance, healthcare. Back slide, please. Earlier slide. We're moving ahead. Go back. Go back. Yeah, this one. So our domain expertise is in insurance, healthcare, retail, banking and financial services. We do all of this from the Philippines, but we do digital operations here. And our capabilities are around data management, analytics, digital operations, and we have a lot of intelligent solutions with AI for all our clients. Go to the next slide. That just tells you where we are. Our largest population is in India. We have 10,500 plus people in the Philippines. We came to Iloilo during the pandemic, and we have about 600 people over here. We will keep growing that. I think that will grow faster than our presence in Manila or Cebu. This was me in Iloilo last month. We had a family day where we had more than 1,500 people coming with their family. This was last week actually. This was our people doing cleanup at the beach, so there's a lot of sustainable activity that we do. This was mentioned by Sendro. So this was just last 26th of this month, so last week. And then finally, we do a lot of CSR with colleges and educating people. So the initiatives that we have are with colleges where we donate laptops. We've donated thousands of computers. We've got 60 scholars whom we educate. We also make sure that we give them living expenses. We're right now working with 500 students on their STEM capabilities, and because we're all about data, we are also working with about 150 people to teach them data sciences and make them employable. So essentially, we are here to stay, we are here to grow. If only we can get more stability for the internet services and uninterrupted electricity supply in the provinces within Iloilo, will grow even more. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure being here.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jetty. Really appreciate it. The next segment is about me and my organization. So I'm Praveen, and I think I've been talking a lot throughout the day. So just a quick one, we are a 47-year-old organization established in India, largely an IT organization. 3 years ago, we procured BPO operations here and set up our BPO arm. Over those 3 years, we've grown at about 33.5% or 40% year on year. Currently, we employ about 3,000 people, and our view is to continue to grow. Why we are in Iloilo is because we're looking to grow another center here. In the last 6 years, I have been responsible as part of different organizations to set up centers. Here, Dublin Center, which is over here, about 3,000 people, was set up by myself and my team. I'll just keep quiet and won't talk too much. Right now, I'll let you listen to the presentation and the video. Could you put on the music, please? Thank you.
Headquartered in Mumbai, our global footprint extends in major locations in USA, Europe, and through 8 global delivery centers located in Livonia, Burlington, Kansas, New Jersey, Mumbai, Nashik, Chennai, Puducherry, and Manila, and has presence in 7 countries and 25 cities across the globe. Our team of 10,000 plus dependable employees caters to more than 300 plus customers worldwide. Our efforts in providing excellent and superior services, applying intelligence, innovation, and deep industry experience are also recognized by prestigious groups. Datamatics has more than 12 years of experience providing call center and BPO solutions. As a preferred outsourcing provider, our integration uses digital technologies, digital operations, and digital experiences powered by our own proprietary products that provides an enhanced and superior customer service the Filipino way. Datamatics has currently over 2,000 employees across 3 different sites strategically located in PESA zones. Rockwell Business Center in Ortigas, Pasig City, Berthfield Clark Center in Pampanga, and our newest site in Hampton Building, Pasig City. Here at CMS Philippines, our priority in making a difference is connecting and investing in our people. We provide continuous development programs centered towards the growth, personal development, and success of our employees above all. Our back-to-back calendar of monthly activities caters to all levels of the organization while building strong relationships and digital competencies. Our commitment to contributing to overall well-being not just focuses on our employees but also extends to communities and society through various environmental and social measures. We make sure that we prioritize a corporate social responsibility that will leave a long-lasting impact to the community. Our CSR efforts over the years include the Al Volcano Relief Operation, Typhoon Ulysses Relief Operation, Water is Life Project, the Gift of Education, and Let Earth Breathe tree planting activity. Datamatics Philippines, building empowered people, intelligent business solutions, digital competencies, deeper connections, and communities.
Thank you so much, Datamatics, for the presentation. Really appreciate your time here. We definitely look forward to partnering with Iloilo along the way. May I present Mr. Rishi Pradhan, SVP and Country Lead from Access Healthcare.
Good afternoon, everyone. Pleasure being over here, and again, thank you for BCCI for hosting us over here. We see a lot of amazing opportunities, and before we get into a little more of detail about what we do as an organization, my name is Rishi Pradhan. I'm representing my organization called Access Healthcare. While the slide comes up, just want to let you know that we've been in Iloilo for about 2 years. But the different model that we came up with, and I think it was more because of the hybrid setup, pandemic happened, we wanted to innovate, we wanted to do something differently. So what we did was in a lot of island locations, so I think we can go to the next slide. Yeah. So this is about access. Just do this. Just to go back. Yeah. One more slide. Back. So if you look at it from an organization standpoint, we've been in the healthcare industry for the last, I would say, 17, 18 years. Overall, we are present in 3 different continents. We have a larger footprint in India. That's where our India headquarters are. And at the same time, we also have headquarters in Dallas. And then apart from that, we have presence in Metro Manila, where we are considered mid-size. We are about 3,500 people. We primarily operate out of Metro Manila. But at the same time, we started a model called home pods, and we call it as the island locations. So we started expanding into Cebu. We came into Iloilo about 2 years ago. But the difference in terms of where we operate is we don't have a physical space. All of the team members that support us in our businesses currently work remotely. But we are in the process of going back and looking at how do we expand the partnership that we've had with the amazing talent in Iloilo. So we will be going back and having more discussions with some of the local universities, with some of the local academies that we wanted to partner with. And we see a lot of big potential, especially in the island locations, whether it's Iloilo or Cebu and all these local areas. So if you look at it from a location standpoint, that's what we share. Just move on to the other slide. So if you look at in terms of where we are located right now, I mentioned this before, we're located largely in Metro Manila. And we are going back and looking at expanding our footprint in the regional locations because we believe the amount of talent that is available, especially in the islands, is something that hasn't really been tapped into. And coming from the rich amount of the university belts that we have, looking at the qualified talent pool that we have, whether it's about allied, whether it's about the nursing talent, that's exactly where we're looking at expanding and going back and partnering with the local universities.
So from an access standpoint, if you go back and look at it, as an organization, we are part of the healthcare chain. We go back and provide services in what we call as revenue cycle management. We do this through some of the automations that we have, which is a part of our technical capabilities that we bring on. We also go back and provide a lot of support to healthcare organizations, whether these are hospitals, whether these are insurance agencies, or whether these are the actual members that go back and enroll with these establishments. Just move on to the second slide. So this one, I know is a busy slide, but this kind of goes back and captures some of the work that we do, especially with the work we do around patients, the work that we do around the overall revenue cycle management. And we do this with our own technology that we have brought in. We have our own workflows. We do definitely partner with our clients and going back and providing them the right support that is needed for them to be successful in some of the work that they do. Right. So this is just, again, talks more about some of the scope of the work that we provide from a service standpoint. I guess in summary, all I wanted to say is we are definitely very excited to be here. We see a lot of potential in terms of what Iloilo as a region can offer, not just from an infrastructure standpoint, but also from the kind of quality of talent that we've seen. And you've seen this resonated, especially with the fact that there's already a lot of presence of IT BPM in Iloilo, right? When we will continue to go back and expand on the footprint, we will continue to go back and look at opportunities in terms of where we are able to expand and provide more opportunities in partnering with the local academy and ensuring that we're able to continue to grow along the way. So that's all I had to share. But definitely, since I'm the last speaker from the IT BPM side, I just want to say we're very excited to be here. Right? We're very thankful to the local government and plus PCCI for hosting us over here. And we look forward for the rest of the evening where you can hear a lot more colleagues of mine talk about the different industries and where we have opportunities. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sir Richie. Now we will listen from the industry where I am from, pharmaceuticals and healthcare. May I call on Vice President of International Operations for Nephro Plus, Mr. Ravi.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ravi and I represent the healthcare services sector offering of India to the world. I am heading a company called Nephro Plus, which is Asia's leading healthcare company specializing in setting up and operating dialysis centers. We are funded by the International Finance Corporation, which is part of the World Bank. We also have private equity investments from investors like Bessemer Venture Partners, InvestCorp, IIFL. We operate 350 dialysis centers spread across 5 countries. We employ 5,000 nurses who are providing quality dialysis to about 30,000 patients on dialysis. Our largest market as of now is India, where we have 300 dialysis centers, followed by the Philippines, where we are currently operating 15 dialysis centers, and we will be adding another 10 dialysis centers in the next 6 months. The reason we are able to expand is because of our core values of operating the company first from the angle of a patient. And the reason I say that is because the co-founder of the company himself is on dialysis for the last about 26 years now. So we look at the dialysis center operations from the angle of a patient, from the patient's perspective, and better quality of life to the patient is given more importance than the profit for all the stakeholders. Just like in India, the reason now why we are in the Philippines or why we are setting up dialysis centers in the Philippines is because just like in India, kidney failure is one of the top 5 reasons of mortality in the country. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but every 1 hour, one Filipino is losing his kidney. So that's 24 patients or 24 people who are going on to dialysis every day. That's about 6,000 people on dialysis every year. Even while we speak now, there are about 100,000 patients on dialysis, which we are aware of because of the awareness levels, right? But there are some provinces where people are not even aware that they are pre-diabetic, and then they are diabetic, and then they are moving towards kidney failure, and then they need a kidney dialysis as a treatment. So I am here today to explore synergies and partnership opportunities from existing dialysis centers. When I say existing dialysis centers, I mean to say any dialysis center who is currently operating and is not able to sustain the operations for whatever reasons. We can discuss about how to make them sustain their operations or how to run their operations better. That is number one. We are also looking to partner with private hospitals who are looking to outsource their dialysis center operations to companies like us, wherein we can come in and bring in efficiencies in their profit and loss statements. We are looking to partner with government hospitals who already have a dialysis center, but then they need someone who is a professional to run dialysis center as a service offering in the hospital. We are also looking to partner with medical suppliers who have supplies already in dialysis industry, so we can procure dialysis consumables in bulk from them. I am also here as the largest employer of dialysis nurses in the country. We currently employ 200 nurses, but we are slated to employ 4,000 nurses in the next 2 years. So feel free to reach out if you know any nurses or any nursing college who is wanting to partner with a company like us, where we can hire in bulk from them. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Sir. Up next to the Pharmaceutical Center, Healthcare, Mr. Adil Hassan, the Country Manager of Glenmark Philippines Incorporated.
Hi, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and my name is Adil. I'm representing Glenmark Pharmaceuticals, Glenmark Philippines Incorporation. And before we go into my presentation, maybe a little background into my company. So, what is Glenmark Philippines and why are we there in the Philippines itself? So, we are a manufacturing-based pharmaceutical company based out of India. And in the Philippines, we have been there for indirectly for 19 years and directly as 15 years in the starting. So we have been here for quite some time. And why are we there in the Philippines? Of course, we are there. If I'm talking about the Philippines as a population, it is one of the youngest populations which we talk about from 2015 onwards, and maybe even up to 2050. It's being talked as this is going to be one of the countries which is going to have the maximum young population. And for all the beautiful Filipinos, we bring across products which to make them more beautiful. So we are mainly present in dermatology as a segment. Along with that, into respiratory. We are into manufacturing, API, as well as in terms of specialty products as well. In terms of our presence, we are present globally in terms of manufacturing, which is not only India, but as well as into other continents as well. As far as our R&D is also concerned, we have our footprint in terms of R&D, which is not only in India, but our major R&D sits across in Switzerland, from where most of our products, especially focusing into 3 therapeutic areas of immunology, oncology, and just go back to the previous slide. Yeah. Oncology and pain, where most of our assets which we are working across are into that. And if I show you across, there are some 6 assets which are into the R&D in different phases of clinical trials, which we are expecting across in the next 5 to 10 years. And to share with you in terms of where are we in terms of our innovative products, maybe to the next slide. We have Ryaltris, which is the first global product of ours in respiratory disease, and this product first got an approval in the US market last year. And to share with you, recently we are going to bring across this product to the Philippines as well. And this whole gamut, if I talk about the product portfolio which we are developing, it's not just about this from the angle of the products being there, but also to bring across a cost-effective product to the country. We also have our own environmental targets which we have put across, and we have stated down in terms of our neutrality, carbon neutrality up to 2030 itself. The next slide, please. Now, just a little bit about Glenmark Philippines, and we are a big team in terms of pharmaceuticals. Obviously, maybe not to the extent of how the other industries are employing, but we are moving into more of a localization in terms of employing as well as in terms of manufacturing. Yeah. I'm not able to see the text, maybe. Yeah, sorry. There is some kind of. So we are having most of our employees which are local employees only, as well as in terms of our partnerships also we are looking for manufacturing local as well. So a lot of localization is there in terms of both manpower and products as well. We are right now present across into 3 therapeutic areas, which are dermatology, respiratory, and oncology. And in terms of our, the portfolio itself, as our innovative products are coming into the market, it's the cost effectiveness which we are looking for in the long term to bring across the population of Philippines. So this is it from my side. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sir Adil. Now we will be hearing from the engineering and automotive, Mr. Yabao, the regional business head of TVS Motor Company. May I call on again the regional business head of TVS Motor Company, Mr. Yabao.
Mr. Weber. Okay, since we don't have Mr. Weber here right now, can I request, Mr. Weber's coming. Okay. There you go, sir. A big round of applause for you. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. I am representing TVS Motor Company. We are a manufacturer of two-wheeler and three-wheelers. And we are here in the Philippines since 2016. And we are just presenting presentation here to understand, to make you understand what is happening. This Mr. Bible is our regional business head sales. So he will take over to follow.
Right. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, the Indian Embassy, for organizing this event and giving us the platform. Now, I represent one of the largest automobile companies from India. Today, we are the 4th largest company in the world, and we have more than 20 million customers all over the world. We entered Philippines around 5.5 years back, and I'm very happy to share that in a short span of time, we have gathered more than 5% market share in a very difficult to operate geography. Now, to give you a brief about TVS, we are a 121-year-old company. We focus on R&D. And as a result, the ultimate goal of the company is to provide mobility solutions across the range. So just to give you an example, we have products starting from 30,000 pesos going all the way up to $40,000. So that is the range in which we operate. As you can see, we started from a very humble beginning, creating in 1980 one of the smallest scooter that you can find, which is an XL100. It is a lifestyle product back in India. Every household will have one of these things over there, and from there we went on to become what we are today. It's still a promoter-driven company, meaning our owners are the one who operate this entire business. And over a period of time, this has moved from the promoters to one of the strongest team that we have in this category. We have also received a few awards, and to name, we are the only automobile company to have received the Living Quality Award. Our focus is to grow along with the industry and ensure a very high margin and high profitability business to our business partners. And as a result, we are the only automobile company to have promised a double-digit EBITDA to
to all of our business partners. We have also looking at the growth within the ASEAN region. We have a dedicated factory in Indonesia, followed by 3 other factories in India. Can you go to the next slide? Yeah. We are also proud owners of Norton. So Norton is basically a British-owned company which we bought it in an all-cash deal, and this is where we have moved from the mass market to the public, to the high-end market. Next slide. We are today present in more than 70 countries all across the world as a TVS brand, and we are present all over the world as a Norton brand. Next slide, please. So I'll give you a small glimpse of what TVS is in the Philippines. We are market leaders in terms of Mindanao. We have humble presence in Luzon, and I am here today to seek help and support from you guys to help us enter into Visayas. We have taken the first step by setting up our facility in Cebu, where we operate around 2000. Can we have the AV, please, the Philippines AV? Yeah, there's an AV. Can we have that AV, please? I have the next one. Thank you so much.
Alright, thank you so much as well from the TTS Group. Now from the FMCG, or the Fast Moving Consumer Group and Personal Care, we have the head of international operations of Splash Corporation, Mr. Venkat.
Good afternoon, everyone. So I am Venkat. I represent Wipro Consumer Care. Thank you PCCI, IBF, the local government, and the Indian Embassy for facilitating this and giving this opportunity. Thanks. So I represent, it's the same group which Mr. Asim Roy had presented earlier, but we are a different entity. We are into FMCG. Now, who is controlling the Okay, so we have a business size of over 1.2 billion US dollars, and interestingly, we have registered a growth of 28% in the last 19 years. We have presence in about 18 countries. We have 17 manufacturing facilities, 8 state-of-the-art R&D facilities. We have 35 plus brands which get marketed in 60 over countries. And interestingly, 52% of our revenue comes from outside of India. As a part of our continuous growth journey, we have acquired many brands and multiple companies, both in India and outside of India. So our international journey started in 2007 by acquiring a company called Unza, which is Malaysia-based. That gave us a very strong footing in entire Southeast Asia, starting from Singapore, Malaysia, Vietnam, Indonesia, then China, Middle East, and Africa. In 2009, we acquired a UK-based company called Yardley. In 2012, we went on ahead with another acquisition in skincare, which is a Singapore-based company which helped us consolidate our position in Malaysia, Singapore, Taiwan, China, and so on and so forth. So we consolidated our China business by acquiring another local company, and in 2019, we acquired a very reputed company in Philippines by the name Splash Corporation. Okay, and Splash, I guess, needs no introduction to the local audience. So in 2020, we acquired another company in South Africa, which is Canway. So we are a global workforce with over 10,000 employees in 18 countries from 22 different nationalities, and we are a gender-neutral company with 54% of our employees being women. We are a company with a very diverse portfolio, with a strong presence in personal care, home care, male grooming, wellness, lighting, and recently we have entered the foods business also. So these are some of our brands which have a category leading or category defining role in multiple countries that we operate in. Okay, so we have 8 research and innovation centers across 5 countries, and we take pride in saying that we have one of the most advanced skincare R&D facilities in the world. And we do a lot of upstream research on skincare, and we hold, to our credit, many patents in this segment. And riding on the digital era, in 2019, we set up a Wipro Consumer Care Ventures, which is a venture fund. It focuses on investing and supporting in innovative startups in the space of direct-to-consumer space. So far, we have invested in 7 startups and successfully grown them multi-folds, 7 in India and the recent one in Singapore. So, I think we're done with this. Next slide. So in the interest of time, I'll skip some of the slides. Okay. Next. So in the last few years that we have been in Philippines, we are happy to share we won a silver in Asia Pacific Stevie Awards in the category of most valuable corporate response for COVID-19. We also won the prestigious PMAP, which is Employer of the Year award at a national level. In the same year, we also won HR Asia's Best Companies to Work With in Asia for the Philippines region. So we have a very sizable business in Philippines with the acquisition of Splash Corporation, but that's not it. We are on the lookout for any probable acquisition which would be a strategic fit to Wipro. Okay, either through the acquisition or through the venture capital route. Anything, all the options are open, and that's what we're looking forward to. And I would say we take great pride in being able to scale up all the acquisitions that we have done so far. In fact, one of the successful companies which has done scaling up of all the acquisitions so far. And how do we do it? We leverage on our R&D, which is a globally world-class in terms of getting the right products, the best-in-class products at the most affordable prices for the consumers. And we invest heavily on brand building. So look forward to scaling up our FMCG business in Philippines going forward. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Mr. Venkat. Now, I know you've been all going through a lot of entertainment. We'll take a commercial break with Mr. Dilip Tiwari saying a few words.
I would like to just make a very small announcement of good news actually. India Business Forum, as I mentioned, that we already going to sign today our marriage ceremony vows, or you can say MOU between the two chambers. We have to take care of each other, and following the same, to mark the presence of our friendship today, India Business Forum today pledged to contribute toward the Iloilo province and to support the healthcare system. We wishes to contribute medicine support for approximately 13 million pesos to the provincial where approximately 1.4 billion worth of medicine would be supported by our member company called Biocare Life Sciences, which happens to be my company. And there is the medicine. These medicines actually are very high in antibiotics, which is supplied especially by the provincial hospitals, especially in the case of MRSA. And there are medicines which is donated by our other member company, Canberra Pharmaceutical, which is a wholly owned subsidiary of a Hetero Pharma from India, which is the largest HIV drug producer across the world. They are contributing a TB medication, which is approximately 600,000 worth of thousand of medicine. So we are glad to support at least the Iloilo province, Iloilo provincial hospitals for this medication, and we can offer our contribution. So thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you for your government for giving us permission to thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Dilip. Really generous, and that was a true commercial break. And as we move on, Mr. Sanjay Bora, Advisor International Business, Transfer Lighting.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of discussions about IT, BPO, and I'm here representing my company, Transrail Lighting Limited. We are leading India's initiative in the infrastructure space in Philippines. As an ends list, trans is for transmission, rail is for railways, and lighting is for steel poles and lighting equipment. So we are in all these three verticals. My company is present in almost 32 plus countries and leading India's initiative in this entire space. Very quickly, we are into transmission, power stations, substations, we are into civil construction, and we are into railways, and we build bridges and roads. In transmission and distribution, I'm very happy to inform you that we are right now on the last stage of concluding a project in Philippines, the very famous Mindanao Visayas Interconnectivity Project. We got that project from NGCP, and very happy to inform you that by 30th of June, we are very confident we'll be able to finish that project. So that's going to be a big contribution from our side in terms of this project being completed. We are also having expertise in building substations, and we deal very closely with the likes of NGCP, the Ala Group, Avoiders Group, and Meralco, and Discord, and so on. On the railway side, we do railways, overhead electrification, and we do railway tracks. On next slide, please. Moving on to poles and lighting. Specifically for cities and provinces which need a lot of lighting poles. We have a factory where we manufacture steel poles in India. So, and we are manufacturing and selling, exporting steel poles globally. We do stadium lightings. I'm very happy to inform you that one of the stadiums which were done where we did the lighting was for the Qatar Football Cup. We were the ones who did the lighting for that stadium as well. So we are probably the only infrastructure EPC company globally which manufactures steel towers. We manufacture steel lattice steel poles. We do civil engineering. We do lighting equipments. We also do tower testings. And of course, we are one of the most looked up to EPC companies globally and leading India's initiative here. As I said, we also manufacture conductors. Conductors are those high tension wires which you see amongst in the electrical lines. We manufacture them in India and we export it to various countries. Recently, we'll be doing it for two projects with AC Energy as well as with Meralco Group. So we are selling all these things from India to these companies. Our solar offerings are there. We are into solar LED lights, the street lightings, and we will be there whenever we get any project for Iloilo City. We look forward to your support because all the equipments come from India, engineering and design comes from India, but the workforce is all over here. We hire the local workforce, we train them, and then we utilize them and give employment here. Yeah. As I said, we have a huge global footprint, and we are looking forward to being patronized by more and more companies here, especially the large infrastructure companies. And we keep bidding, and we keep, relying upon various patronage that we get from Philippines. And that was about it. We have a large order book. We are doing almost about more than $3 billion worth of projects globally. And we have all the possible certificates. And thank you so much. In the interest of time, I think I would like to just limit myself to this. Really grateful to all of you, and thank you so much. Look forward to being able to be partnership. Thank you.
All right, thank you as well, sir. Thank you as well, Sir Sanjay. Up next is Mr. Anad, Country Sales of Apollo Tires Limited.
I am Hapun. Good afternoon, everyone. It's a warm evening, I guess. Actually, it's raining outside. I'm happy to see all of you. I would like to extend a very warm thank you as well on behalf of Apollo Tires. Until I wait for the slides. Before the slides come up, I would like to talk a little bit about Apollo Tires. Apollo Tires is an Indian multinational. We have presence in over 100 countries. We come with a rich experience of over 110 years of tire knowledge. And we've been supporting the Philippine economy for over 2 decades through various business partnerships. We have 2 brands, 2 research and development centers, 7 manufacturing facilities across the world. With a workforce of 19,000 people, we were able to clock a revenue of $2.9 billion. 2 brands, Apollo and Vredestein, offer different set of attributes. The previous slide, please. Can you stay on please? Thanks. Apollo, which focuses on very strong and durable tires that is required for every single operation, from construction, from agriculture, mining, public transportation, personal transportation. Whereas Vredestein focuses on the premium comfort and styling. That's the attribute of these 2 brands. Not just these 2 brands have been approved by the global vehicle manufacturers, right from 2-wheelers to passenger cars to trucks to agriculture tractors, all the way to big mining equipments. Next slide, please. I'm happy to talk about Manchester United Football Club. Congratulations, Iloilo. Kaya Football Club won that title. So I'm happy to talk about Manchester United Association of Apollo Tires, especially in Iloilo. We would like to see Kaya Football Club grow bigger, better, and create more soccer stars from the city. Our manufacturing facilities are world class. Just to give some note on that, we recently won Daring Award from the Japanese Scientists Union for the total quality management of Apollo's factories. Not just that, we have been awarded the Tire Manufacturer of the Year twice in the last 5 years. Not just that, Apollo products are qualified and certified to sell across the world, and especially in the Philippines. We do have the Philippine Standard Mark. Next slide, please. Having done all this, the company is committed to the country and the community. We are focused on driving not only the economy, but also the environment. The company has committed itself to be a net zero by 2050 and committed for a 40% sustainable raw material procurement by 2030. So, come, let's go the distance safely.
Thank you so much, sir. Up next is for the renewable wastewater or solid waste management. May I call on the sales manager of the Southeast Asian Hub, Thermax Limited, Mr. Tushar.
So, good afternoon, everybody. And firstly, I would thank you for giving us opportunity. I would thank the Indian Embassy, the Business Forum of Philippines, India, and the local government for giving us the opportunity to discuss or to talk about the renewable and waste management solution which my company Thermax can offer. To give a short intro, my name is Tushar Kadam and I represent the energy segment of Thermax. I am based out of Thailand, but I am supported with my colleague Mr. Shanatan Chatterjee, who is operating out of Manila. Yeah. So you can go to the slides. So basically Thermax, if you see, we are the company which is basically offering products in fields of clean energy, environment, and you can say clean water. We are a 50-year-old company. The previous slide. Yes. The previous slide. We are a $1 billion company, more than 6,000 employees, and in Southeast Asia, if you say, we are been selling our products from 1994. Next slide. So in terms of renewable, if you see, we have basically a category of combustion products which can combust biomass and the other waste which is generated in industries, which are industrial waste like plastic waste, which are having high toxics and fluorons. And there is also waste generated in terms of municipal solid waste. So Thermax's main expertise is the combustion, and combustion of this difficult to fire waste fuels as well as the biomass is our experience. Can you go to the next slide, please? Yeah. So like I said, the main experience or the expertise is our combustion. Yeah, next slide, please. So we as a company are having experience of firing more than 150 kind of biomass. So for any, like recent for any of the cities or to the province, they are wanting a clean energy which is coming out of the renewables. So combustion of this biomass in our boiler is one of the major strengths. So more than, you can say, 50,000 tons, or we can say more than 5,000 megawatt equivalent we are supplying on renewable biomass products. Yeah. These are the different combustion technologies that we have for incinerating, because it's a very, very different kind of biomass that you have to treat, ultimately generating the power for any incinerator. Yeah. If you see in the Philippines, we have supplied this biomass power plants, which is firing the rice husk, or you can say the coconut husk, the cane leaves in I-bed, C-bed. The capacities is around 5 megawatt to 25 megawatt, and as big as 50 megawatt also we are supplied, which is completely using the biomass as their fuel. We are also supplied in Sonetco for URC or in Victoria Mills for 50 megawatt. So these are basically capable of firing, the difficult firing fuels. Yeah, the next slide. So apart from the biomass combustion, the waste which comes from the industries is the industrial waste. So the industrial waste can come from distillery industries, which is the slope vinasse, or we have the industries which are packaging industries, or we can have industries which are generating the waste from the processes. So this is a distillery boiler in which the slope or the vinasse coming from the ethanol plant is incinerated. Then this is the waste which is coming from the plastic. You can see there we are having a boiler which is incinerating the plastic waste. It is actually 100% plastic with plastic bottles. So I could see in the first slide for Iloilo you are using coal-based power plants for supporting the energy. Going forward, if you need a cleaner fuel, waste which is generated from your industries over here, maybe bio waste, we can have a solution for that, for generating the power from a clean source. Next slide. Yeah, these are the just the previous slide. Some of the installations in Thailand where we are actually incinerating the municipal solid waste, the waste which is coming out from the home that we are incinerating over there. That is supplied in Thailand for 10 megawatt. Next slide, please. So in certain cases, we can also have boilers or combustion technology where we can mix the industrial waste with the biomass. So that also product is available with us. Some of the renewable products, such as solar, we can offer, and we can also invest, not only the capex, but not only the opex, both we can do for, for the city like Iloilo. Yeah, next slide please. And this is the wastewater treatment solutions that we can give for the city like Iloilo for the water treatment and zero effluent discharge. There are a few projects just going through. Some of the projects are supplied in Philippines as well. Yeah, this is the chillers that we also supply. It is in Singapore. It is a place in Marina Bay where a very plants are being conservative plants or very rare plants have been placed for reducing the carbon capture of the city. So the chillers required for maintaining the particular temperatures for these plants are supplied by us. So next slide please. Thank you. So in terms of Iloilo, we can definitely support with our products for giving clean energy, in terms of clean air and in terms of clean water. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Up next is Mr. A.P. Kampar, a local associate of Ion Exchange Asia Pacific, PTE Limited.
Mayong hapon, good afternoon. I am the only Filipino here now. Actually I represent Ion Exchange, and Anel Manoka is sending his regrets for not attending this very good forum. I am Mactan Rock, and we're proud to say that we're the first bulk water supplier in Iloilo, and we have established also hospital waste here. But we will focus now on Ion Exchange, and we have the video presentation of Ion Exchange. Ion Exchange and Mactan Rock have been together for the past 6 years, and we used to get our supply in China, but we feel that Ion Exchange is much better, and they are more consolidated, and I think they're the number one in India in terms of water technology, probably Asia. And
in water management for over 50 years. We provide total water and wastewater treatment, recycle, zero liquid discharge and waste to energy solutions. Globally, we are one of the few to offer single window solutions for industries, institutions, municipalities, homes and communities, ensuring a happier and healthier environment. We undertake projects for public water supply, municipal sewage treatment and solid waste management. Ion Exchange provides solutions that ensure source reduction, product recovery, waste minimization and water reuse. This concept has been adopted by all industries. We have the largest number of references in diverse industrial and municipal segments across the geographies served, ensuring minimum freshwater requirement and faster payback on investments, resulting in its wide acceptance by all industries. Our Zero-B range of cost-effective and user-friendly home water solutions ensure 2.5 times more water recovery than conventional RO purifiers. We offer a wide range of packaged sewage treatment plants using advanced technologies for a cleaner environment. Our first manufacturing unit for the packaged drinking water, Rail Meal, was commissioned for Indian Railways in 2003. Since then, we have expanded to 5 units countrywide. In rural India, where communities face the crisis of unsafe drinking water, we are committed to solving the problem of surface and groundwater pollution by removing contaminants like fluoride, arsenic, iron, salinity, nitrate, and uranium that can be harmful and cause epidemic diseases. We also provide mobile units in the event of a natural calamity where the water supply can get highly contaminated. These specially designed disaster management units cater to emergency requirements of drinking water that are independent of external factors like electricity. These units can travel to difficult locations and can be operated in hard-to-reach areas. Specially designed systems are also available for the Army and Navy to meet their needs of potable water during transit or camp movement. Due to rapid industrialization, freshwater sources are becoming increasingly scarce, creating the demand for alternate sources of water. We tackle this issue by treating rainwater, industrial effluent, sewage, seawater, and rainwater harvesting using the 5-tap strategy, thereby extracting purified water, resulting in the largest number of desalination, industrial effluent treatment, and recycle systems. With the constant rise in urbanization, the waste we produce has also increased. Our waste-to-energy solutions convert wastewater and organic solid waste into purified water, green energy, and rich organic fertilizers, thus working towards a circular economy. Our manufacturing facilities across the globe adhere to stringent quality and safety standards, creating solutions that reflect our competence and vision. Facilities that offer pre-designed, pre-engineered water, wastewater, process plants, and water quality monitoring instruments. Investing in R&D has led to sustained innovation and creativity, allowing us to confront challenges and create solutions for tomorrow. Our extensive in-house service network handle installations, operations and maintenance, ensuring high-performance continuity, exemplified further with our in-house 24-hour helpline. Embracing the dynamics of the digital age, we have integrated digital remote technology across all relevant areas such as manufacturing, technical support and marketing, ensuring optimal efficiency and greater customer satisfaction. Ion Exchange has become one of the largest providers of water and wastewater treatment in Asia and have further grown our solutions into a worldwide network, offering products and services spanning over 3 continents, breaking through cultural and traditional barriers. We set up the Ion Foundation to extend our social responsibility through which we provide solutions in fields of education, health and hygiene. Our achievements come with the relentless efforts of our employees who have challenged technical boundaries to bring alive ideas of the future. We've dedicated ourselves towards improving the quality of life, conserving the environment, and most importantly, refreshing the planet.
Yeah, I'd like to emphasize that we just signed an agreement with Ion Exchange, our company Makanra, last year to undertake more focus on wastewater conversion into non-potable water use. That can be a big solution, especially in major cities that don't have any more source of water, like Baguio. Or you might not know it, but in Cebu, we do have a lot of companies that recycle wastewater and was able to save a lot of money by using it for non-potable use, hotels, malls, and everything. And Iloilo could be a very good place to do also the same, since not only you take care of the environment, but you also save money. And I think that's the most biggest driving force, especially in business, that doing the good practice in the environment can also make money. Thank you and good afternoon.
Thank you, Sir Antonio. Up next is the industry of agriculture, irrigation and chemicals. And I call on Mr. Siraj Ahmad, an expert in agriculture, the business name in the Philippines and Northeast Asia at Advanta Seeds.
Mayong hapon, good afternoon, everyone. His Excellency Mr. Shambhu S. Kumaran, Ambassador of India to the Philippines, Honorable Arthur R. Defensor, Junior Governor, Province of Iloilo, Provincial Government, Honorable Jerry P. Renas, Mayor, Iloilo City Government, Councillor Economics and Commerce, Indian Embassy Philippines, Mr. Nisikan Singh, President, Indian Business Forum Association, Philippines Incorporated, Mr. Dilip Tiwari, President, Philippines Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Iloilo Chamber, PCCI, Iloilo, Fulbert CEO, all the participating companies, media partners, ladies and gentlemen. Today I am here to represent Advanta Seeds. Advanta Seeds is a part of the UPL group. This company is an Indian multinational company. We are operating in 85 countries all across the world. In Southeast Asia, our access to seed index ranking is second, working with the smallholder farmers on the ground of the UN Sustainable Goals in terms of the sustainable agricultural production. Our aim and objective is to increase the income of the farmers. If you see, in the Philippines especially, we are partnering with the Filipino farmers, and all across the Philippines we are extending our reach. Earlier our presence was only limited to the Luzon. Now we are extending our reach to Region 6, which is Western Visayas, Iloilo, this city, this area. All across the area we are extending our reach in Rojas, NTK, Sara, North Iloilo, and we have our presence here. And also we know that this Visayas area, particularly western part of Visayas, is very, very potential in terms of the agricultural crops. And having all the diversified crops, including corn, rice, vegetable, and the sweet corn. Especially if you see the high value crops in the vegetables, and based on the Filipino types of the vegetables, shape, size, colors, good in taste, good in the nutrition and all these things pertaining to the sustainable agricultural and also in terms of the climate change, that kind of the crops we have in the Philippines. And this company is mainly working on the based on the R&D. We have the experience of 60 years of R&D experience, and we have our facility in Rosales, Pangasinan for our corn production and processing. And for vegetables, we have our R&D Advanta Innovation Center in a place called Nueva Ecija in Central Luzon in Bongoban. So all those things we are doing on ground to partnering with the Filipino farmer. Also, we are working very, very closely with the Department of Agriculture. All the Department of Agricultural programs we are closely participating in the corn derby, in the rice derby, as well as the vegetable derby. In some of the derbies program, Advanta Seeds varieties has been awarded, in some cases number 1, number 2, number 3 in terms of the yield, in terms of the sales recovery, in terms of the increasing the income of the farmer. Our ultimate aim and objective is partnering with the Filipino farmer and increase the income of the farmer so that farmer can get better yield, and ultimately we can say maraming ani, maraming kita. So that's the main objective we are working here to increase the income of the farmer. Particularly if you see in some of the slides which will come, very, very massive on-demand generation, on-demand activities we are doing. The main objective is to partnering with the Filipino farmer by providing a package of technology, by providing a package of practices. On all those packages of technology and practices, our on-ground team, around 55, 56 people on ground is there in the Philippines. This Panay, we have 3 people and we are planning to recruit more since we have identified Panay Island is very, very fertile land and very, very potential and having all kinds of diversified crops, including vegetables, sweet corn, vegetable and rice. So these our operations and the products and crops, and we are doing massive demand generation to increase the knowledge of the farmers. So the knowledge transfer of the programs to the farmers so that farmers can know about the varieties and understand the technology. These are not a normal seeds, these are not a conventional seeds, these are the hybrid seeds, research done by Advanta Seeds. From last 60 years of experience we have in terms of the climate change, sustainable agriculture, like less water consuming, drought resistant varieties, like quick recovery, quick maturing in the rice, like 125 days, good in eating quality, good in taste quality, good in nutrition, good in amylose content, like in rice, similarly in the corn, similarly in the vegetables. having good nutrition value, vegetable shape, size, color is purely like a Filipino type, and we are doing all kind of research locally here in the Philippines, and also we are partnering with the BPI, Bureau of Plant Industry, NSIC, Seed Industry Council in the Philippines, and also very, very closely we are working up to the municipal level in the Philippines. So that's the main our objective, to increase the income of the farmer. I will not take much time on that, and I would say thank you very much, and maraming salamat po.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sir. Really appreciate it. I know we've been rushing through the slides, but we will be sending all the slides across so you can have time and the contacts to connect with folks. So this calls for another commercial break at the moment. In between all the entertainment, can I request Honorable Ambassador and Honorable Governor to just come up on the stage, and the IBF members as well, please, for a photo opportunity. Thank you. And the IB members as well, ladies, please join us. Thank you everyone for the lovely picture. Can I request next person in line, Mr. Jigar Goswami from Geopumps to join us. Mr. Jigar.
Mayang hapon sa inyo lahat. Parang antok ata kayo. Antok pa rin o hindi? Shall we start? Pangalan ko is Jigar Goswami. I am representing the Geo Pumps. We are the manufacturer of the leading pumps and motors in India. We are supplying here in the Philippines since the last 5 years. Our products are not only for the water districts or not only for the domestics. We are supplying with the pumps and motors, also together with that one, different accessories for that one. Kami po ang mismong manufacturer sa India, tapos nag-supply po kami dito sa client namin katulad ng water districts, munisipyo. So parang ano tawag yan, kasi kami ang manufacturer, so walang distribution ship mismo. Kasi kung may distribution, tapos yung supplier, so dalawang tao doon bago mag end user. So we are, kami pang supplier sa end user. So yung price namin, tapos yung quality, which is pinaka-better than any other supplier when it comes to the water. When we started since 2018, yung pinaka-main warehouse namin, which is in Bulacan, Bustos. After the demand in the market, naggawa pa rin kami ng warehouse namin for the North Luzon area, which is located in Tuguegarao City area, for the Northern Luzon area clients. Tapos meron pa rin kami ang warehouse sa San Pablo City for South Luzon area. After the Luzon area, nag-expand po kami ng Mindanao area. So as of now, meron pa rin kami ng warehouse sa Mindanao, sa Davao City mismo, for client namin yung which is taga Davao. And also, we are yet to announce that we are having now another operational warehouse in Bacolod City, which is near to the Iloilo. Kasi meron pa rin kami client. Maybe, I can say, nag-inom na kayo yung tubig na yun. I think yung tubig galing sa deep well namin dito sa Iloilo din. Kasi kami pa rin ang supplier dito sa Iloilo area, buong Region 6 area. So, basta yung motto namin sa company, kahit saan papunta kayo sa Philippines, basta may tubig, there should be geo pumps. So that is our pinaka-main motto of our company. Next slide. Next. As of now, dito sa Philippines, marami ang client na ginamit sila ng deep well, ng casing, which is bakal. So pagdating yung sa bakal, siyempre alam na tayo, yung bakal may kalawang. So which is kalawang after few years, dahil sira na yung kalawang. Dahil sa kalawang, may sira na. So may gastos pa rin kayo ulit. So ito, yung UPVC riser pipe, yung UPVC casing pipe, which is bagong technology, which is galing India. As of now, dito sa Pilipinas, wala talaga ang alam lahat ng UPVC riser and casing pipe. So not only supplying, turo pa rin kami sa client namin, sir, anong dapat nang ginamit kayo para pang matagalan. Kung ginamit pa rin sila ng bakal ulit-ulit, so siyempre may gastos sila ulit-ulit, which is galing kayo sa luwa. So, kung supply si luwa ng funded sa water district, lagi na kawawa sila dahil walang pondo. Kung walang galing sa luwa. So, that's why, turo ka rin sa kanila, sir, dapat ginamit kayo ng UPVC pang matagalan talaga. So, walang kalawang, walang corrosion. As I mentioned a while ago, we are the only one supplier here in the Philippines. Nag-provide po kami ng one-stop solution for the Philippines. Pagdating yan sa deep well, pumps, motors, riser pipes, casing pipes, cables, all the supplies, you can get it from the geo pumps. Hindi na kailangan kayo magpapunta sa ibang supplier. Sir, konti lang dito. Pero sa amin, one-stop shop talaga. Lahat na yung supply namin, nandun na yung available. Anong yung UPVC riser at casing pipe? Meron po yung video, so para malaman na po rin kayo sa video. May technical issue. Tagalog kaya maganda. Ay, mas pwede ako narito si Dr. Roque. Ito pong yung PVC casing pipes. Yung dati ng lahat ng client na ginamit sila ng bakal. So now, we are telling them, instead of ng bakal, dapat ang ginamit sila yung UPVC. So ito po ang casing namin. Pwede po next video na lang. Ito po ang pinaka-best selling product namin, UPVC riser pipe. Kasi wala talagang ibang supplier of all Philippines. As of now, we can say, wherever we will go, hanggang namin sa Mindanao area, water district client namin pa rin sila. Kasi wala talaga ibang supplier for pagdating sa UPVC. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Up next is Mr. Ratish, the planning manager of AgriExim Global Philippines Incorporated.
We are from AgriExim. It's a sister company of India Organics, one of the largest organic spices and manufacturer, organic spices, clothes manufacturer and exporters from India. We started project in Philippines in 2015 with 3 members and grown to 600 members now. We are going to 600 members right now. 300 employees are working with us, and almost 100 office staffs are also working with us. And we are driven with the vision and core values to improve and develop the farmers in Philippines. And we have various products, spices, and coconut
products and also soya, cotton products across the globe. And we are also customers. Excuse me, please go back to the video. So we are supplying to various industries across the globe, like Starbucks, H&M, Marks & Spencer's, Unilever, and also to various other companies across the globe, Europe, US, UK, and Australia. So we are also concentrating and working with the sustainability of the commerce and the environment, economical, environment, sustainable, all those things we are working with the global market and the recognition and awards. We received several awards including the Agri Company of the Year and also the Economic Times for the under 40 years of investors. And then World Expos, we are attending World Expos across the globe in US, Europe, and also the Asian countries. And our Philippine facility, talking about our Philippine facility, we are one of the largest coconut manufacturers in Philippines. And we are taking oath to convert all the coconut parts into product and export to various countries across the globe. Please go back to the previous slide. Next. Please go back. So we are our facility is certified with various certifications, USDA, organic, and also BRC certified, GMP, Star K kosher, and also Control Union and SEDEX. Also fair trade. So fair trade certification basically to support the farmers. We are giving premium to the farmers which receive from the customer or our consumers. So basically we are supporting directly to farmers for extra income and also using our ESG programs. We are helping the farmers for their farming and also with the supplies, equipment, machineries. In our global market, as you can see that we are almost covered the Europe, UK and United States of America, also Canada, Australia. We are supplying our coconut product to various global markets and to the customers. And this is our facility pictures. And this is our team from Philippines, which is only 2 members included. Almost 400 members are available. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. In 20 minutes, our dinner will be served. But while we're getting our food, please remember that there will be a cultural presentation back here. Up next, we have innovative tech solutions.
And Mr. Dhawal Basant Kunder, Kamat, I'm sorry to mispronounce your name. I know we're running short of time. As I said, we'll be sending the presentations out to everyone. Any questions, you can always connect. We request if you can cut your time down to about 2.5 minutes, if that's possible.
Sure.
I know it's not.
Sure,
Yeah.
I'll try. So I'm not
Thank
going
you.
to be slide much. I'm Donald Kamat. I'm the CEO of Mile Software Philippines. I represent the FinTech delegation of IBF. We have been in the Philippines for the last 10 years almost now. But before that, we started in 1999 in India, and we have presence around 21 countries across Middle East, Africa, UK, Europe, and then to Southeast Asia. In Philippines, we started with Land Bank as our first customer, and we are proud to say that after Land Bank, we acquired PNB, RCBC, Bank of Commerce, BDO Private Bank. On the insurance company side, we have AXA, True Life, and very happy to announce that just recently we are starting doing a project with SSS. So in fact, we are helping them manage the investment management services with our application. I think that has been our footprint in Philippines for the last 10 years. We're proud to say that we have built up a local team here, which not only supports Philippines, but is actually supposed to be supporting the Asia-Pac region. And I think that is where our delegation is here. Me and I have, along with me, Mr. Carlo Duran, who is a local from Iloilo, who is helping us build up the structure here. What we plan to do is visit all your colleges, universities, see how we can tap that talent. We are actually more than happy to have engagement with the universities where we can maybe create a curriculum around fintech, especially on the financial technology side. I carry an experience with me around 30 years. I've been doing this since I was 16 years old when I started this company way back in India. I think that is an experience which I carry. I moved to Philippines to set up this business, and I'm very proud to say that right now Philippines is the most profitable business unit of the whole organization. I think thank you very much for all your contribution. I think we'll connect with the mayor and rest of the team to see how we can collaborate. Yeah, thank you.
I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. You're really powerful. At 16, wow. So does that mean everybody has a chance here? Thank you. Mr. Abhimanyu Chaudhary, co-founder and chief revenue officer for XOXO. XOXO.
Yeah. Hi, good evening everyone. During listening to all the leaders, one thing which we have generally read during our curriculum is that customer is king and queen, and that's what we have been hearing throughout our life, because they are the one who gives us bread and butter. But on the contrary, let's understand, that's the ultimate aim, vision of any of the company. But let's understand how we can keep the entire value chain be successful. Can you please hold on for the slides? Thank you. I'll just quickly wrap up. So in the entire value chain, we have three personas for all of the organization. There are internal customers, employees, who generally would help you to produce, make the product. And then there are intermediaries, your sales team or your channel partners who help you to ship the product. And finally, it's the consumers who consume the product. So while all of the leaders were talking about, these are the three personas who all of us want, and that's what we do. Started our journey in 2012. It's been a decade. We have 400 tech professionals based out of Indian Silicon Valley, Bangalore. Today, we cater to almost 5,000 customers across the globe. We are one of the largest into that space. Can I have the next slide, please? A few of the logos you might be used to it. One of the logos where we started our journey within the Philippines just before pandemic. We are one of the startup who survived for a decade without any kind of a funding. So we were the bootstrap, and we have quite a few logos where Philippines is one of the market we are into. This is what I was discussing about. We start from employee side of it, where we understand that to keep the workforce motivated, engaged, and that's where we help you to digitize your entire engagement policies strategies. We move up into the value chain, and that's where we say that your sales team, your channel partners helps, and that's where we help you to digitize your entire commission, because delayed commission is denied commissions. So, and every of the sales team, whether it's a direct or indirect, works on commission. That's what we call it as. There's a hunger in the belly. So that's where we help organization to digitize all of that, and then finally towards the consumer side of it. This is more towards employees, happy employees, 80% more productivity. You tend to save a lot of indirect cost onto that, and that's where we help to keep your workforce engaged. Onto the sales side, very important what I just mentioned about. We try and help you to minimize your operational structure, and that's where we digitize the entire sales strategy. On the plum, as the name states, it's the fruit, or it's the ultimate aim which we want to have it, where we help organization for their customer to run any of the schemes. As we know that we say that scratch and win, spin off the wheel, all of that we lure the customer, and that's what we help to completely digitize it. And at the end of the day, whatever we have got in terms of monetary benefits, we are one of the largest global marketplace catalog where all of these people come in, and we are 100 plus countries globally where today you are in Philippines, tomorrow you are visiting Singapore, you could consume all of that, the earn points. We have the local players like the SM Grabs of the world where you could consume it into a marketplace, Gcash. So cash is not the so we are industry agnostic. We work with most of the industries. Next slide, please. And that's the technology framework we work upon. We are hosted in AWS. That gives you a polycloud structure. On clouding is what is the future for the world. These are a few of the certificates. We are ISO, GDPR. All of that makes us more credible in front of you. And that's what we say that make every day a rewarding prize of the day. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much, sir. Ms. Surbi from Rose Technology. I was talking to Ms. Surbi. They do some really interesting work and really innovative. Over to you, ma'am.
Namaste, good afternoon everyone. Namaste. Sustainability. There's a lot of talk about sustainability and what we can do as our bit. So we chose to simplify it our way using technology, using our digital interface. So what is one thing that is common in this picture? Can anyone help me with this? Okay, let me tell you. These are the species that got extinct in past couple of years. And as per the IUCN list, there are 467 such species that got extinct in past some decades. So what is the reason? What is the reason that this is so happening? And this will continue to happen if we do not work on reducing our footprint. So it is the human impact that is creating the loss to the nature, and which we have inherited from our ancestors, and it should be given to our children the way we have received it. So the human impact on the nature has manifested in the form form of ocean plastic, in the form of climate change, in the form of heaps of landfill outside any and every city that we see. And the reason